My goodness, doesn't that look fantastic? Hello YouTube, I'm Pilot Stud and welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator aircraft video. If you got excited by the F35 trailer at the start of the video, then you're going to love this video. There's no early progress aircraft, all aircraft that are looking very close to be getting in some sort of state where they can be put into the sim. First of all, we'll be talking about the F35, then we'll move over to the Ouroboros E-170, and then we'll move over to the two products from Just Flight I'll be talking about today. If you're new around here, be sure to like, comment and subscribe, but now let's get right into the video. So first, the news from India Foxteco regarding their F35. As we already know, it's almost in a state of completion, as we found out in the last aircraft video, but we do get a release kind of area for this aircraft coming in fall or autumn 2021, so possibly tomorrow. I mean, it's the 1st of September tomorrow. My goodness, doesn't a year fly by? So we could realistically have this aircraft by tomorrow. Of course, that's probably unlikely, but I reckon kind of late September, early October would probably be my rough estimate by looking at how this aircraft is right now. Definitely by probably late November time at the very latest. Of course, most people want to get these aircraft out before Christmas, so if people get gift cards or whatever, then they'll certainly be able to purchase one of these. India Foxteco do a really good job at producing high fidelity aircraft for a very affordable price. The only thing I would say about the F35, what sets it apart, is of course the B variant and the C variant, well, they can take off from an aircraft carrier. So it will be the first vertical takeoff and landing aircraft for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, the physics aren't perfect, and I don't imagine they can be too true to life because the SDK probably limits it, but they still look rather good. On top of that, the afterburners, we're not getting any shoddy afterburner effects here. As you can see, it's not just one effect, it's kind of a layer of effects that build up, and it makes a really nice afterburner effect. It's an aircraft I'm very excited for, and it will certainly be a first day purchase for me, and I think this teaser video tingled my taste buds in terms of another fantastic Microsoft Flight Simulator add-on aircraft. There will also be some aircraft carriers included in the package, so if you're worrying where you'll be able to take off from, don't worry, it's all been covered. The F35 however won't be kind of DCS level. Of course, the SDK does limit it in many ways, so we won't have the sensors that the aircraft has in real life or the battle capability, although I do think weapons will be modelled to a certain degree. They're not going to be able to be actually used, so if that's your kind of thing, head over to DCS, which I've been playing a lot of lately and really enjoying. Sticking with Discord news, we move over to the Ouroboros team. This has got to be the fastest progressing aircraft on Discord at the moment. That's freeware. This is looking absolutely superb. I think they've reached a stage now where they've got a beta model in the sim, beta 3D cockpit I should say, and that's in the sim. And while a lot of it does need a lot of love, this aircraft is well on its way. Of course, they've revisited the entire cockpit, and my goodness, does it look magnificent. And start looking at the FMC or MCDU there. There is some good progress going on here. System depth is looking to increase every time I look at this aircraft. As you can see, the primary flight display isn't just a placeholder, it's working, as you can see from this aircraft banking. The external model does look superb, it does look really good. This is an aircraft you should be excited for. The fact it's freeware, and the fact down the line we'll be getting the entire E family, well, it does put a massive smile on my face, so it should do yours. At the moment they're really focusing on the E170, although I don't imagine it will take too long to move over to the E190 once they've released this aircraft, although we'll still probably be waiting at least 5 months until we get our hands on probably an early access of this aircraft. Judging from what we've got so far, I don't think that's too far away. And of course, it's my speculation, this isn't backed off by any sources, but from what they're showing us, this is how long I imagine it will take. Audio wise, and I think audio is kind of the final thing a lot of dev teams manage, they say they've got the overhead panel, sound collection complete, same with the main panel and pedestal. Sadly, still with the engine noises, they are from the Airbus A320neo. For now, of course, they'll be replaced over. You do get a good wireframe photo, or render I should say, of the cockpit, and you can see the work that's gone into this. I mean, I would be happy with this. It looks really well done, all the way from the details on the coffee mug to the microphone handset over there. Yes, this is making me very happy. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below, and of course you can join the Ouroboros Discord by clicking the link down below. We now move over to Just Flight, who are producing a Hawk Trainer 1 Advanced Trainer for Microsoft Flight Simulator. They've already produced this aircraft before on Flight Sim X and P3D, as well as X-Plane 11. And that means two things: either it's a complete port over, which by the way this aircraft isn't, or they've got a bunch of experience. Luckily it's the latter. Just Flight clearly have put a lot of work into this aircraft. We've seen it with their Piper aircraft that came over as well. This isn't just your standalone port over. This is an aircraft that looks really pretty, perfect to go through the Mach loop with. Cockpit textures and external textures do look really good, even on the side of the seat. There's no pixelation there, and great 3D modelling. It's an aircraft used by many air forces around the world, of course most notably by the Red Arrows here in the United Kingdom. I do believe it's also used by the Indian Air Force for their display team. And yes, we do get some very beautiful special liveries with it. This is an aircraft that looks very close to completion, and I do believe Just Flight have said the same. You get 12 liveries, which is a massive number, and that means the aircraft hopefully will be coming soon, seen as they're now entering the final stages of development. These screenshots were all taken during a weekend testing of the Hawk, and they're planning to release some videos soon, showing you some various features and systems. So it means it's not far away. Sticking with Just Flight, we move over to a little vintage airliner. The Fokker F28 Fellowship. Don't mispronounce that one, folks. This aircraft first saw service in 1969, airline service. It first flew in 1967, and we had a few variants afterwards, ending in commercial service in 2018. It's a completely native model, and it does look really marvellous. With dynamic wing flex, all cargo doors and passenger doors working, and of course that very recognisable tail-mounted air brake. This aircraft, well, it looks superb, I've got to be honest. In my opinion, the only thing I would say, and I guess I can't really talk too much, is that parts of the cockpit still look quite pixelated, but maybe that's just them zooming in too far, or the fact the screenshot has probably degraded the quality a bit. It's a very colourful cockpit, I have to say. A lot of the buttons have very distinctive colours that stand out from the rest, and I guess that's a very smart design feature to make sure pilots don't miss them. You do get it in the beautiful old school BA Landor livery, which has got to be one of my all-time favourite liveries. And of course this aircraft, being a slightly older vintage aircraft, well, the systems are a lot more nitty gritty, and you've really got to move away from depending on autopilot so much and relying on old school techniques, VOR to VOR navigation. You do have some sort of ILS, although of course not to the likes of the A320 systems we've got nowadays. I will probably purchase this aircraft, seeing as Just Flight don't normally charge the earth for their aircraft. We'll probably see this around the 40 to 50 UK pound mark. I think that's pretty fair. What do you guys think on this one? The seats also very much do stand out in that vivid blue colour. Anyway guys, from me today, I hope you've really enjoyed this video. If you have, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. It means so much. Anyway, from me today, that is all. Thanks for watching. I'd like to say a massive thank you to my first class channel members. Thank you to Simon Schmidt, Ethan Bubek, Captain Rat Russell, Jesse Wiseman and Erwin K. You guys really do help me out, and if you want to become a channel member to support the channel in return for exclusive perks, then be sure to hit that blue join button. And finally, I'm running a charity fundraiser, raising money for SAFA, the Armed Forces charity, and St Nicholas Hospice, a local hospice of mine. I'll be doing a charity skydive, so if you want to really support these two awesome charities, the Just Giving link is in the description. We've had so many donations from the entire YouTube community community so far. It really did put a big smile on my face waking up this morning, seeing plenty more donations. Thank you so much guys, the link's down below. Anyway, from me today, that is all. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.